Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to the Creative Council. My name is Natasha, and today we're going to be discussing the topic of toys and dolls and what they can represent in a dream. So, when you think about a toy, it is something that is a small figure. It usually is a replica of something bigger, and it is something that children usually play with to bring them joy, delight, and it's fun and pleasurable. So, in the context of a dream, if a toy is usually going to represent a lot of times enjoyment and taking delight and pleasure in what you are doing. And sometimes it's a, kind of little nudge from the Lord to take a step back and take a break. Everything is not all work, but you need some play as well. Or maybe it's vice versa. Not too much playtime. You need to work too. So it could be, depending on the context of the dream, one of those in that aspect. So you want to look at that. But and it could be a call also when you think about children. When they're playing, they're carefree. They're not worried about, snakes or anything of that nature. They're not in fear. They're enjoying the moment. So it could be returning to that joy in a childlike fashion of being carefree. And also toys, they highlight or they encourage you to be creative and imagine and use your imagination. When kids play with toys, they are always using their imagination when they're engaging in that way. So it could be God opening up or showing you that there's more that he has for you, and it's an invitation on that. So that could be an aspect of it. Now also, toys can be a replica, like I said, of something small that is bigger. And a lot of times there'll be toy models that replicate something larger. So if you're seeing like a model of something in a dream, it's like toy figure, that could be an invention if it's something that has not yet come into the earth and God is showing you. So that's pretty cool. If God is showing you things that haven't even been invented yet, and it's like a model, a toy figure, then like I said, they represent something bigger. And so that's God is showing you that because he wants to bring that into the earth realm, probably through your hands. And so pay attention to that. Now, it could be a representation of play. Like I said, a play on words, though. So, you hear the term, don't play with my emotions or don't toy with my emotion. So, playing with someone's emotion, um, playing with someone's mind or their heart. So that could be a representation of that someone is playing with you or you are playing with someone else's emotion. And that's not a good thing. You're going to really want to resolve that if that's the case. So now toys are also plastic. They're made of plastic, right? They're fake. So there could be an aspect there as well that it is something that you're engaging that is, it may feel real, may be fun, or it may feel fun and exciting, but it's not real. It's not no substance there. It doesn't have life in it. It can't not speak or hear. It cannot give you anything in the long run. So that could be a warning there as well. So what about dolls? So typically, a doll in a dream could represent a couple of different things. So the first thing that a doll could represent, and when you think about it, is going to be identity. So a perception or identity, how someone sees themselves or how others see someone. So one thing you want to think about just with toys in general, again, too, is toys are, you can get rid of them, you can play with them, make them all dirty and then throw them away. So it could be seen as an object or objectification. You may be seeing something or someone in that light, and that's not a good thing. So especially with the doll, that can highlight objectification and someone seeing you as an object, someone just wanting to play with you, and they don't see any real value, or they think you are something to be put up on the shelf on display and to be owned, and it's like a dehumanization at that point. So that could be a representation, God showing you someone sees you that way, or somebody is seeing something that way, or maybe you're seeing people that way, and that needs to be resolved as well. But a doll, like I said, is going to represent identity issues, identity in general. A doll will have unrealistic expectations of body measurements. Women are not made like Barbies. And so that could be a representation of that as well. And God showing you, or maybe even someone you're seeing someone in a dream, it's their face and their body's like a doll. Could be God showing you they're putting on a facade. It's fantasy. It's not real. And they're trying to keep this appearance up that's not real. And so you just want to pay, like, there's so many elements, so many things that can play into it. So you have to tie all the other elements into it as well. But a lot of times that's what's going to represent. So those identity issues, and it can also represent childhood fear. So if it's a dark setting in the dream, or there's dark muted colors and all of those kind of, it could represent an aspect of fear there, or the demonic. And you obviously want to take that into prayer and deal with that, and see what that is representing in the spirit, and seek the Lord on that. So it could be tied to childhood fear. And another thing, when you think about a doll on the positive side, a doll could represent a longing, because when children have a baby doll, or anyone has a toy, or in general, it could be the desire to have something that you're wanting, or something that you have been wanting, and then God giving you the desires of your heart. But in another sense, it could also represent false comfort, because that's something you run to for comfort, kind of self-soothing kind of thing. And that's usually a spiritual immaturity issue. And so that's something you're going to want to work through with the Lord. But anyhow, that's typically what those can mean in a dream. And notice I said can, not definitely. So don't take this as a law, like I say in every video, like people have been doing. So please don't do that. Leave God room to interpret and tell you what that means to you. This is just a general, basically practically what these represent in dreams, in the dream world. So anyhow, I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Till next time, grace and peace. Bye.